So guys, did you miss me? I missed you guys. Just apologize for a minute. I know it's been 3 weeks. Some of you probably don't even know who I am anymore because it's been so long. You're like, who is this crazy girl with her insane weird accent on my screen? Well, yes, I know. I've been away for 3 weeks and they have been hectic, those 3 weeks. A lot of things have happened, and that is what today's vlog is going to be about. Those 3 weeks that I have not been posting, everything that's happened in them, and I'm just going to tell you guys. Whew, I am so nervous. My hands are sweaty. One of my friends actually told me that I shouldn't tell you guys about everything that is going on in my life at the moment because you guys will look at me, at least maybe a few of you will look at me in a different way. You may no longer find me attractive, and you'll unfollow my channel. And I thought about that long and hard, and I thought to myself, if someone is following me on my channel for some reason, they think that I am even remotely attractive. And the news that I'm going to tell you guys makes that person leave just because they no longer find me attractive. That's them. When I started this channel, I moved to Kansas from Florida. I had no friends. I was lonely, I was sad. I just started making videos so that I could find friends. And that's what I think of you guys. You guys are my friends. We have common interests. I talk to you guys about things and you answer. And, I think of you as online friends. So if someone is watching me because they think I'm hot, though I find that very just no, and you leave because of what I'm going to tell you, then I'm sad to see you go. But I guess in a small way I understand. I don't know, but hopefully none of you will leave because I value your friendship. I don't even know where to start. I guess the first thing that I will mention, the majority of you already know, I am married. I have been for we have known each other forever. I have been with this person, which you guys know of as Dink, for the last 7 years of my life. We have been together for a very long time, married for 4. And I have never hid that. I've even done Q&As on live streams about him. Let you guys ask me all the questions that you wanted to know about my husband, and I answered them. He's been in a few different playthroughs with me. World of Warcraft, we played through a little bit. Terraria, we played through a little bit. And How to Survive. I'll even link some of those right there in case you've never even heard of him before. But just right there on the screen if you want to check him out. And so yeah, we've been together for an incredibly long time. And we started thinking about a month ago, why don't we think about having a baby? Maybe we should eventually have one of those. So we thought about it, and we decided that we were going to try just once to see if we would have this little one. I blame it on Trish, okay? She has this incredibly adorable baby, and I'll just put him right here because he's done one video with me, and you can comment on how cute he is because he's probably the cutest baby I've ever seen. So we decided to try once, because I was at a very stable position in my life. Growing up, I had a very rough life, and I will probably never talk about my past to anyone but my family because it was really hard. We went through many difficult times, and I always thought to myself, when I have a kid, I'm gonna be ready. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be stable in my life. There's no way my child will ever go through the life that I had growing up. And that's what I thought I had. 3 weeks ago, I was doing YouTube as a hobby, loving it, making all kinds of videos for you guys, having a good time doing that. I had a full-time job, making a very nice amount of money for the area that I live in, sitting at a desk, working on a computer, doing things that I love doing. My husband was writing, following his dream of becoming a professional writer, and life was great. So we decided to try once, give it to fate, see if this is meant to happen. And about a week after that one attempt, I lost my very good position at my desk job, making a very nice amount of money. They explained it to me as, and I cried and cried and cried. I didn't let them see me cry because, you know, gotta be professional and stuff. But once I got back to my little office and I started taking down my pictures of my family and my dog and my best friend Danielle, I just couldn't handle it. I just started crying because that was the best job that I ever had in my life. And you know, they just explained to me that the company had eliminated that position, and unfortunately I would be demoted, so I'd lose some of my pay and I would have to go back to sanitation. But I tried to stay positive. I was able to do sanitation in the past, so why not do it again in the future? You know, it sucks moving up in a company and then getting pushed back after you work so hard, but just do it again. Just work hard and, you know, all of your hard work will pay off. So I started doing sanitation. They have you wear, think of a firefighter and all of their big PPE gear, personal protective equipment. And yeah, was in a firefighter suit basically, going around using different chemicals, even up to acid, and pushing and lifting heavy things. Well, one day the chemical smell started getting to me, and I am someone who does not feel queasy, you know, around different types of smells. So I'm like, wow, chemicals have never made me feel this way before. I wonder what is going on. So I decided to go to the doctor because I was like, this isn't right. And well, they told me that I'm pregnant. So the one attempt, as fate allowed, it happened, and it's got a little baby in there. So I told sanitation that I would like to move to production because production employees only work 2 to 3 days a week. They have long hour shifts, but you know, they sit down, they don't have to wear full PPE gear, working on chemicals and pushing heavy things. They just sit there and move the product, basically. And they said no. And that made me very upset. They said that it wouldn't be fair, basically, if they allowed me to move to a position and no one else. So they didn't allow it. And I continued to try to do sanitation, and I couldn't handle it. There is actually another girl who is pregnant in sanitation. I have no idea how she does that job because I told them I couldn't do it. Maybe pregnancies are different, but I could not handle it. That girl's one very strong individual because I was like, you know what? It is too hot. And all of this PPE gear, I'm working with chemicals, just all of this stuff. And it came down to one day where I had a friend. She was working with chemicals, and the nozzle that she was spraying the chemicals out backfired, and she got this type of acid on her face, her lip, all down her neck, and that freaked me out because her skin was actually bubbling, and the company was very upset with her, even though it was not her fault. So yeah, I decided on that day that I no longer wanted to do sanitation. I didn't think it was safe, and I told them that I was going to quit. And they said, well, before you quit, sanitation needs all of this help with this paperwork, and you're so good in the office, so we'll put you in the office in sanitation, and you just help them out with that. So I said, fine, as long as I'm in an office, I don't care that you guys aren't going to pay me more, just I'll stay in the office. Well, apparently I worked too fast, because the amount of work they gave me, I did within 2 days of the whole 5 days that it was supposed to be done. And they eventually tried to put me back out on the floor, which I did not want to do. So I said, why don't you guys put me down to 2-3 days a week? I'll just work 2-3 days a week. And to which they replied that they don't have part-time employees. So basically, if I wanted to continue to even have a job, they wanted me to leave the company and come back through a temp company and work for that temp company part-time. And I thought about it for a long time, and I finally decided that, you know, I didn't want to do sanitation. I just couldn't think about doing that while you're pregnant, because there's so many things that can affect a woman during pregnancy. I have cats. I can't even scoop my cat's poop. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even clean their litter box, or it affects the baby. And so I'm thinking about all these crazy things that could go wrong in that type of position. Maybe something is too heavy for me and I strain myself. Maybe you know, being in all that full PPE gear, I get too dehydrated and lose the baby. Maybe, you know, I get chemicals all over myself and burn myself badly, or even breathing in those chemicals. I don't know which, I can't even clean the cat litter box. I don't know what kind of things I'm allowed to smell. So I didn't want to do that. And when it came down to it, I probably made the wrong decision, because when I left and I came back through the temp company, they took away my benefits. So I no longer have insurance. And my husband actually just started a very well-paying job, but we don't get benefits from his job until May. So I will have to wait 3 months unless I spend a ridiculous amount of money on insurance just for myself. There you have it, my past 3 weeks. A bunch of tiny little things building up into bigger things, and then it's just all of the things that I gotta think about them. It's so stressful, you know? If you made it this far, thank you for listening and allowing me to rant and talk, because it's not something that I am used to. I'm very new to this, talking about my feelings. So thank you. And if you have any advice for me, please let me know in the comments below, or if you just want to say hi, just hello, just in the comments below, because believe it or not, I do read them all. As always, I love your faces, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!